My family was not very supportive of me becoming an actor. You know, they were like, have a backup plan, or, you know, it was like this most vanilla, like suburb setting that was like not artistic at all. So I applied to an interior design, and I purposely failed so that I wouldn't get in. And then I went and auditioned for this theater program. It like meant the whole world to me. And I think it was just like one foot in front of the other, because then I moved to Montreal for a little bit, went through a bad breakup, so I was like, fuck this, I'm out of here, and then moved to Toronto. And then it was like I booked my first commercial, and I did background work, and I drove transport on set. Like anything I could do, I was like, I'm just gonna do all the things. I think learning the most you can learn about stuff outside of acting, like learning like what the grips do, what the electrics do, what a producer's job is, what a line producer's job is. Like the more you know about that stuff, I feel like the more I have compassion for the shitstorm that is the industry. Just perspective and like zooming out. And I feel like time on set has like really taught me so much, and asking a million questions. Like people love talking about their jobs on set, they do. There's this weird divide between actors and then everybody else, which is garbage because we're all doing the same job. But I think if you can like ask a bunch of fucking nerdy questions, what is that? What are you doing? How does that work? What is, you know, they're there before us, they leave after us. It's like, there's so much to know. My agent called me and said, we've been thinking about something, and they pitched like, have you ever thought of directing? And I was like, no, why? And they were like, here's a list of reasons why we think you would be a good director. And that started me on this like trajectory of learning and nerding out so hard about all of it. Then I just like had a goal. I was like, I'm gonna shoot a music video, I'm gonna shoot a short film, and then hopefully I'll keep asking, and maybe they'll let me do shadow 1 year, maybe they'll let me direct an episode 1 year. And so it's been 7 years of asking, and they finally let me direct an episode this year, which was the best and the hardest. So hard. I want to be, sounds so cliche, but I want to be an actor's director. Like I'm really invested in the characters first and foremost. Because it's like, I've been an actor for over 20 years, and this seems like such a different part of my brain and everything. It's like I have to dream in pictures now and not just like feel. Joey Soloway wrote a book and was saying when he filmed Transparent, he would tell the camera operator, like, I want you to film this scene as if you were melting. So it would give the camera operator and the actors word descriptions and like things to play with. I'm like, that's so smart. It's like so active and collaborative. It's like, that's a dreamy kind of director. You get a script and then you make the thing 3 different times. You make it in prep, you make it while you're shooting, and then you make it in post. And like the evolution of that is like so mind-blowing to me, because it's just like this script is so good. And then you're like in prep and you're so stoked. And then you get to set and then you see all this shit the actors do and you're just like, oh shit, I didn't think of that. And then you get into post and then the editor adds all of this other, it's just like, it keeps like layering and layering and layering. And like that blows my mind about TV and film. That is so incredible that evolution can happen from a script. And then the thing that I'm like most interested in learning right now is this like whole other language that the camera can do. Like we were shooting something on Workin Moms the other day and I had to say, I think the line was like, oh my God. And I'm looking at something that's happening. And they were like, yeah, we're not like getting the thing that we want. And I wasn't understanding the notes that were coming in. Like I was like, I get it, but in my mind, I'm doing that. And they're like, it's not what we're seeing. It's not being conveyed. And then they're like, okay, just do that again, where we're gonna slowly push in with a camera. And it was like the combination of those two things that like nailed exactly what they were looking for. And I was like, what is that? Like, that's so cool. It's just that added language to something that, I don't know, I just think that's so amazing, and I don't know how that works yet. And I think it's like limitless, just something else.